The time is 1 a.m. Detective, we made it. Phew, what a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Oh, you said it, pal. Must have been a rock-solid security that scared him off. But you might not be safe just to double-check. Ah! We've been had! Out front! Guards! Turn on the searchlight! Ah ha 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 ha! Better luck next time, gentlemen! Ah ha 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 ha! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ah ha 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 ha! Ah ha 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 ha! October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Ride and Co. Law Offices. Hey Nick, get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. Sigh, what are you freaking out about now? Hehe. Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? What do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are... Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and... Pearly, of course.
Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick.
Pearls! You haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway?
Hehe, haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a good look at this.
What's this? Some kind of poster? Crane Village. Isn't that... That's right, it's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Hahaha, very funny. You can laugh all you want, but you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight?
The Treasures of Kurian exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes.
That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Heh, same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey. The younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, this is a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? And this little girl here is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself.
I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick.
Kurian Village is the home of the mysterious Kurian channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Kurian School of Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright. Earth to Nick, how long are you gonna make two gorgeous women like us wait?
Yes, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit.
Sigh, looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Lordly Taylor, the city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit I'm pretty impressed. Wow, this is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it.
Oh, they even had the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fay Manor storeroom.
Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom. On a family heirloom? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright, I guess we should go and say hello. I think I remember this old folding screen here. I'm pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence in that murder case that happened in Kurian Village.
This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The six-leaf Kurian sacred writings folding screen.
If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? Jeez.
But, oh, Mystic Maya, look, I can't believe it.
Ah, it's so cute. It's a little diorama of Kurian Village. Yeah, look at that. But somehow it seems to reek of dreariness.
Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house. It even says Fay Manor on it.
Yikes, you're right. I kinda want to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. What's this? What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. Greatest treasure? Is there something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'll bet it would really take your breath away. Are you guys lying? A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. Pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Alright. On to the basement, I guess. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, alright.
This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time.
Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Right. Eek! A monster! You were right! Huh? A monster? Good evening. It's good to see you again. Yeah, you... I know you. Haha. Nice to see you again too, little miss.
Ah! Hello?
Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I am Adrian Andrews. I am in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Oh yeah? It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? What? I just thought it would be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all.
Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily.
Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? That nickel samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us... No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Phew, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lord Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums.
Yes, I did. That's really wonderful.
So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good, so what is with that face she's making? I owe a great deal of thanks to that badge. It's the only reason that I'm still here today. Oh, come on now. That's not true. I think what Nick means to say is, it wasn't thanks to the badge, it was thanks to me. Tell the truth, Nick. I know that's what you were thinking. No way, Maya. Alright. I wanted to do something nice for you and your friends, Mr. Wright. That's why you arranged this exhibit. I knew that Kurian Village was the hometown of your assistant, Maya. I thought it would be great to let the rest of the world know about it too. But that's not exactly thanking me per se, is it? Maybe, but who want to see an exhibit on the treasures of Phoenix Wright? I guess I can't argue with that one. I finally managed to put the events of 7 months ago behind me. I really love the work that I'm doing now. Honestly, I owe it all to you, Mr. Wright. Oh, it was nothing. And to this little girl, too.
Thank you for saying so.
I guess I wasn't much of a help, huh? No, that's not true. You were all a big help to me. She shouldn't take it so personally. Not like she was exactly free to help. The fuck? Why did she panic so much there? You've certainly changed since I last saw you 7 months ago. Really? Yes, you look like you've bulked up a little. Well, now that she mentions it, I guess I have gotten a little stronger. You're such a dork, Nick. Don't say that in front of the woman. Ooh, what's this?
Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Amy, right?
Yes, that's a statue of the one who invented the Kurian channeling technique, Amy Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Jing, what's that creepy-looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. Huh. That thing is a Korean Shichihitu. 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 It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so that blade isn't sharp. Oh, phooey. I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look, it's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, we've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy.
I'll have the kids' lunch.
Haha, Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner?
Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me.
Haha, shall we head upstairs then? By all means. After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined the very next day something terrible would happen. Next day. Nick, this is terrible. What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time.
I'm going to turn on the TV.
We've got an update on a recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, DeMasque.
Mask the Mask?
According to the spokesperson, the Holy Trail received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures.
Lordly Taylor?
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? Do you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet?
Treasure? Lordy Taylor? You don't think?
Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by DeMasque.
Our most valuable treasure. The Korean secret urn was stolen! Wow! Impossible. Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn?
It's only the most important treasure in Kurian Village, that's all.
Look, it's right there on this poster. Do I remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Kurian channeling technique. Right, Pearly?
Yes, that's right.
Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly?
Well, teehee, there are some things best left unsolved, would you say, Mr. Dick?
That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Crane Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. It was terrible. I was arrested and everything. That's right. 1 year ago, the murder in Crane Village. A man was killed during one of my spirit channelings. And this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence.
Mr. Dick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember. This urn used to say Amy on it. Until a certain little girl accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well.
Sorry, I'm not good at arts and crafts. Spelling either.
Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now, instead of Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now. A whole year later.
I can't believe it myself.
Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head. So let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, what?
Mr. Nick, your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Does that even bother you?
I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how...
The village is Mystic Maya. She's a future master of the Korean School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick? I won't let you say you don't.
Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this.
Yeah, and get the sacred urn back. But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer.
That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it in your beloved... You would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya.
And oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again? DeMasque, Nick. Make a note of it. DeMasque. Okay, I will. Alright, let's go back to this place again.
Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy.
It doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night.
Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can poke around here, pal.
Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again.
It's you! I'm the one who should be saying that again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal?
I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives?
No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing around here?
Hey, I ask you first. Why are you here? Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already?
Hello? It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, Missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now is a good chance for you to try to remember it right.
And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick.
Okay, it's good to see you again, Dick. Yeah, good to see you again too, I guess.
Oh, man.
Mr. Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is DeMasque. I know about that too.
Detective, can you tell us something other than that?
Well, I guess I sort of kinda how you guys, in a way. crime occurred last night around 1:30 in the morning.
How exactly do you know that?
We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen.
Scene of the crime? You mean here, right?
Wrong. The urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse.
Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse?
That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets us well dead, thinking that he's an ace detective.
Ace detective? So why do you call him an ace detective anyway?
That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So, what's he like?
Well, like I told you, DeMasque has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow, that is impressive. All by himself?
Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time a thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy.
Well, Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief.
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues.
He's down in the basement warehouse, huh? Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this mask DeMasque. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask DeMasque is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspected victims. But underneath those disguises is a true mask DeMasque.
So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh?
And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lord Retailer had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time.
What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn?
Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something.
Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. But what's this calling card?
Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal?
What's this mark on the front?
That's Mask DeMasque's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them.
They didn't mention that on the news flash.
We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way you can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem.
Oh yeah? That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators.
Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday.
Thanks, I guess. Jeez. No matter how many times you come here, this place always gives me the chills. That's probably because it's air conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know.
Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos.
Huh? What the heck does that mean?
I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home.
Who are you anyway?
Shh! Silence! Now I see, it's all becoming clear.
What do you see?
Zvani! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong?
Yikes! That's scary! How'd you know that?
How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams.
What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman. And introduce myself. The name is at me. Look at me. Ace Detective.
Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's right. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. I'm Maya Fey. Ace Spirit Medium.
And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, spirit medium, Ace Apprentice.
Excellent! Well then, shall we begin our little game?
Game? What is the phrase, one sure of a baker's doesn't come to mind with this guy? So are you really as famous as you say?
Of course, for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me! I am DeMasque's arch enemy, the ace detective. Look at me! At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious force of darkness, the other, the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick?
I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Mahina, to the crime scene. I did it all by myself. I took it back from DeMasque. With my brawny mind, and my brilliant muscles.
Yeah, they mentioned it on the news, in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward.
Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much.
So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise? Oh, tell us what you know about DeMasque, and keep it simple, please.
What the fuck? Like about how I have devoted myself to thwarting his dastardly deeds? Last night here in the bowels of the store, we were locked in a most glorious battle.
I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? In Lord Taylor?
Naturally! Wherever DeMasque goes, you will find at me laying his elegant traps.
Elegant traps? More like DeMasque out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway.
But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory.
I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail.
Sure, why not?
Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night?
But of course! After all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio.
I first received a request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received DeMasque's calling card.
Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived?
Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough.
That's Adrian for you.
A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized.
A calling card arrived, right?
Yes, so, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. And waited for him. Alone.
Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help?
Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops?
Got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let DeMasque get away.
I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others.
Concealed?
Precisely! Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies first, you must fool your friends. It is my own original proverb.
Anyway, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared.
But it's impossible. How could it just disappear?
How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, sir lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here.
For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself.
So you're saying that even though on one came through?
What?
So you're saying that even though on one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose?
That's just not possible. Jesus. Okay. Can I present something to him? I'll present the urn.
Do not fear, young lady. I promise I shall retrieve your urn.
Thank you, Detective Amy. I'm counting on you.
The final round between Detective Look at Me and Mask DeMasque is set to begin.
Still, there's something funny about this guy. Yeah, but don't forget he managed to retrieve the treasure from the last heist.
Yes, I even have a video that details my role in the whole affair. I recorded it directly from the news on TV. Can I interest you in a copy?
No thanks.
I'm sorry I can't be more helpful, but I have no interest save that of finding evidence against my arch rival.
Nah, it's okay. Nick is just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. That's his defense style.
A peddling evidence hog, you say? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks, Maya. Why could you say that was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog? Whatever the fuck that means. Now, I noticed something very special here.
Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior.
Huh? What do you mean?
This criminal is an artiste. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, a detective at me, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs.
Can you translate that for me, Nick? I think he pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs.
If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask at me. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask DeMasque.
What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Okay. I guess we can't examine that yet. Mask DeMasque calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right?
Quite impressive! But I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such top secret piece of information.
Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here.
Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals.
I don't know if I really wanted this guy to like us. Ever.
Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you too are pursuing the mysterious thief.
Well, I'm not sure I would say that. That's right! We're gonna find the secret urn no matter what we have to do.
Excellent! I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return then to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Atme Detective Agency.
Office of Earthly Delights?
Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do.
Well, wait a minute.
He's gone.
I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind.
I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay?
Alright. Now we examine this. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? Huh. Anyway, let's see here. What's this? That pathetic-looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that has the sacred urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. Grr, I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean?
That urn has always been on its stand in the wedding way of Fey Manor, so there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick.
And I was so proud of it. Sniffle, sniffle. Poor Maya. Maybe it would have been better if Mask DeMasque had taken the box too. Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Shito? It's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese, or so says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it sell like hotcakes.
There's something about this that bothers me.
Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly.
The sword... Wasn't Miss Amy holding it last night?
Ah!
And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now.
You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean... last night someone used it somehow. Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Abby smashed DeMasque with it. Like this. Youch! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly?
I think it's even more bent than it was before.
Oh man, my head! My hair! Jesus. Hey Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer.
A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name.
Looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them.
It's probably the trap that detective set up.
Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. Might even find a photo of DeMasque. Let's see here. Man, I really sick of working these things.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot.
I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you're so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, looks like the camera only went off once last night. Huh. Only once. It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door to the storeroom. It's set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out.
A security camera?
Yeah, go stand in front of that door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly.
Mr. Maya, do you think I should smile?
Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face.
Like this?
Alright, anyway. Examine the paint, maybe? Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. Well, I wasn't here last night, but I've noticed a color this outrageous.
Well, this paint is already dried up.
Well, then you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. Looks like it's been several days since it was spilled. Hey, look at this.
What is it?
There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of the stain. Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. It's obviously the box, right? Has the same paint on it. Statue. The statue of Mystic Amy is so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office. Hey, it's right, Enko. How about a gold statue of me?
Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange.
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
The statue of Mystic Amy... Was this where it was last night?
Ah!
Pretty sure it was closer to the door.
Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ass cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. Huh. It says organi. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last 2 letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either, because this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? What does that mean? Alright. I guess we're done here. Back to the exhibition hall. Hey, Nick! Your cell phone's ringing! Hello? Phoenix Wright here.
Oh, it's me, Gumshoe.
Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny?
I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. H Detective. Finally, this underdog is an alpha dog today that suck-up detectives met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him.
You caught him? Are you saying you captured DeMasque?
Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him.
DeMasque surrendered.
That's great, so when can we come and pick up the sacred urn?
Well, you see, I was gonna tell you... What? Something wrong?
Do you think you could swing by the detention center sometime?
The detention center?
He wants to talk to you. DeMasque, that is.
What? He wants to talk to Nick?
I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon.
The detention center, huh? DeMasque wants to talk to me. Huh. What could he possibly want from me?